we're into our
Mhm.
second presidential debate right now, and it's like, I mean, I would say, I guess I'd say it's a slight improvement, you know. Maybe we got the upperclassmen actually
Yeah.
discussing, and we had the lowerclassmen last week, or at least one of them.
Yeah.
It was basically
It's
just making a mockery of this thing.
yeah, I mean the presidential debate was I mean, we try to stay away from politics as best we can. We try to stay neutral, which is just mainly for me personally. I just it's none of anyone's business what my
Yeah.
political view is, um, and it's very sensitive right now, right? Like if you're like it's something
Oh,
that
yeah,
right
for
now
sure.
more so than ever, you make one comment to a friend that's the on the other side, and your friendship's over. Like
Yeah.
so it's just something that like I just try. I personally value my friendships more than their political views. So it's just easier not to even go there with the majority of my friends.
Yeah, especially with
Um,
friends. I mean, it doesn't do you any favors,
yeah.
really,
So,
you know?
but I can openly say again, my personal opinion. The presidential debate from both sides was probably one of the most embarrassing moments in American history.
Oh, for
It
sure.
was
For
just
sure.
two grown ass men acting like children fighting over a Lego or something. It's
Yeah, I
just
mean, it's
like,
just the
I,
slander is just ridiculous. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
and
It's just like it's become like, "Oh, let me figure out what I can slander you for rather than tell people what I can do for them."
yeah,
You
and
know?
we,
And
dude,
it's
we
like,
we talked about this months ago now in an
yeah,
episode when I came across that Trump
right, the commercial.
commercial, and it was like it literally, dude. I gotta find it and we'll post it on our Instagram or something, but it literally, dude, is designed to look like a horror movie trailer. It's like,
Yeah.
when did we get to that point? Like, I just remember back in the day, and we're old farts now, but like Bill Clinton and even
Yeah.
Bush, they were very opposite, but they pointed out the flaws in each other, but their main focus was
But
what
in a
they were
very
gonna do.
professional and also respectable way. Like,
Yeah,
they did it through a disagreement,
yeah,
and they were way more accurate facts than what are being called facts today, either on
yeah,
both sides,
yeah.
you know?
They
But
would
it's
they
just
would talk about the negative things they did in their work, where these
right,
guys are going at each other for like personal traits, things like that, where like Trump's always attacking Joe Biden's, he's got dementia or whatever, and Biden's attacking Trump for being racist and all that, which unfortunately, he's Trump doesn't help himself with that, but it's just like they're attacking things about each other that have nothing to do with what their focuses are on making the country better. And I just feel
yeah,
like
no.
back in the day, it would be more of like, oh, he supports this, which is not good, but it would be something that directly affected the country, right? Where I'm gonna say this is probably gonna come out wrong and not sound right, but like the whole racist thing with Trump, which I mean, it's kind of hard to say he's not racist, but like attacking that continuously, it doesn't it just is like it there's more important things to focus on. Like, yeah, I'm not saying that's not an
Right.
important thing, but when all you do is see red and you attack that same thing, the things that are important. I say, like, I don't want. That's where I'm going to say this wrong. Because I don't want to say more important, because racism is extremely important. But when you just attack that same thing over and over again, the other issues that person is doing or causing go unnoticed, and you might
Yeah.
have that one person that is racist. That's like, well, I don't give a shit. I'm racist. Trump's racist. I'm going to vote for Trump. We're the same person. But if you talk about that other thing, that person might go, hey, I'm racist. This dude's racist, but I really don't like the fact that this dude's gonna do this. So I'm not gonna, like you have to not focus on one thing.
Oh, yeah.
Am I making sense what I'm trying to say? It's hard
Yeah,
to say.
yeah.
I probably should have used something else besides the racist thing, but
No, yeah,
it's
yeah. No,
like
you're
I
making
feel
sense. I
I feel
understand.
like they both do this, where they just attack the same thing that
Yeah.
has somewhat to do with the political side, but there's more important things that should be being talked about to get those votes from those other sides that you're losing, and it goes both ways. It really does,
Well,
you
yeah, I
know.
mean, think about the fact that, like, that how many questions were asked that went unanswered,
Oh
you know,
God.
and that's kind of exactly what you're saying. It's like these are topics we need to be discussing. That's why these questions are being asked, and you're totally not answering them because you're trying to take a jab at the other person by, "Yeah, I understand you asked this question, but I really wanna get this in
Yeah.
because I really need to say this because this is how I'm gonna try to bury him and or her, and then, this is how I'm gonna be able to get my point across."
Yeah.
You know? And I can't leave here without getting my point across, which is sad because it's like you said, we're sidestepping the real issues that are facing this country, and we're not talking about them, so we really don't know who's qualified to deal with them
Yeah.
as a
Thank you.
president or a vice
You
president.
explained that much better than I did. Than I
You know,
did.
and so it's like we're all trying to decipher who's more qualified to deal with stuff, but no one's answering the real questions of the things we actually need to deal with.
Yes.
And
And
it's like they're trying to do whatever they can, almost like a pissing contest in the 8th grade
mhm.
to see who's the biggest and baddest on the basketball court or the blacktop, and it doesn't matter. It
Y-
doesn't matter. You gotta have empathy for the other side and realize that you have difference of opinion and you can disagree, but you all have to do it with one priority in mind, and that's leading the American people.
yes.
That's it.
Nailed it, my friend.